Example 3. Minus 2x squared plus 5x greater or equal to negative 3. This inequality is not in the standard form. I will rearrange the terms to see that there is a 0 on the right hand side. However, we still have a negative leading value for x squared. So I'm going to multiply each of the 4 terms in the inequality by negative 1. This will change all the signs. 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. This is important to remember that the relation sign will also be changed when I multiply or divide by a negative number. In my next step, I will factorize the expression and find the 2 critical values. Remember that we will say 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 and then solve for x. Moving the 1 becomes negative 1, divide by 2, so x is equal to minus 1 over 2 or x is equal to 3. These are my 2 critical values. I will then start drawing up the table. The first bracket and the second bracket, I will draw my dividing lines and write the critical values on top of each dividing line, from the smallest to the greatest in ascending order. Negative 1 over 2 will make this bracket equal to 0. And substituting 3 here will make this bracket equal to 0. Now I will write down the signs inside of the table. Everything to the left of 0 will give a negative, and everything to the right of 0 will give positive values. Similarly, to the left will give negative values, and to the right will give positive values. You can think of this as if you are substituting a number to the left of minus half, for instance minus 1, into each of the brackets. If I substitute minus 1, I will get a negative answer. And also if I substitute negative 1 in this bracket, I will also see a negative answer. If I choose a value between these 2 critical values, for instance positive 1, and I substitute into this bracket, I will get a positive answer. But substituting a 1 into this bracket will still give a negative answer. If I choose anything bigger than 3 and I substitute into each one of the 2 brackets, my answer will be positive. In this expression, we can see that the 2 brackets are multiplied together. So if I multiply negative by negative, I will get a positive answer. A positive and a negative will give a negative, and a positive will be positive. Looking back at the standard form, I will notice that I need to find all the values that are smaller or equal to 0. It means that I am looking for negative answers over here. So I will bring down the critical values to my number line. And since I'm looking for the negative values, I will find my solution between these 2 values. Since there was also an equal sign inside of my relation, I will make a closed dot on both sides of my number line. Now I can write down the inequality, and since my solution lies in between 2 values, I will write the x in between those 2 values. And this represents the solution.